This is hardcore Minecraft, and a few hundred blocks from my base is this village, which inspired me to build my own Christmas village. So that's what I'm doing today. But before I can make this into a Christmas village, I need to do some preparation. Wait, I forgot about this. This is from episode 2. Wait, is there, there's the one down here. This is when I was breeding all the frogs for the Froglite farm, and I just sat here for like 4 hours. So yeah, objective number 1, terraform this entire area so I actually have something to work with. Okay, as you can see now, there's a lot of mobs here. There were no mobs when I was terraforming. Where did all these guys come from? Anyways, now that this is all terraformed, roughly, I want to start outlining where each building's gonna go. And there we go. Now we have all the outlines in place. So now I have a spot for each building. So these are like the main 4, and then all of these are houses. I just used different colors because I ran out of wool. That wool farm is not very fast, but yeah, anyways, let's move on to the first build, which is going to be nothing. It's nothing because I don't have any of the materials. Okay, so I need a lot of materials and I want to upload before Christmas. So let's do this really fast. And with these last blocks going in this chest right here, that's a shulker box. I finally have all the materials I need for the Christmas village, which took a lot longer to gather than I thought they would. Again. Anyways, yeah, we can finally start working on the first building, which is going to be the grocery store. I know, very interesting. I mean, when you think of entertaining Minecraft content, you obviously think of going to the grocery store. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and dig out a little bit more of this wall. And in typical AGN fashion, I accidentally paused my recording, so here's the replay of me building the front door. On each side of the front door, I'm gonna put in some windows, so I'll put warp trap doors here, followed by some stairs, with a fence gate facing this way, and this will actually go all the way down like so. And I'll open all of these, and then we'll have some brick walls going across the top like this, with another stair right there. And then behind the window, we'll have quartz, and then some green concrete right here, just to give the window some more color. And I'll put slabs above the window, some barrels in front for decoration, and smooth sandstone in the corners for a pop of color. I want to take this time to note that I did design all of these in creative beforehand, and I'm looking at my creative reference, so I'm not like freestyling this. I'm not like a master class builder. It in fact took me 3 days to design all the buildings you see in this video. So now I'm gonna outline the side walls. Just gonna put some snow down real quick so the walls aren't floating, the walls which I forgot to place. The back wall will be pretty similar with bricks, stairs, and walls, but I'm actually going to put a door back here with a mangrove stair on top. Well, you know what? I built up the back wall. I might as well build up these walls too. And now all the windows are done. They're mostly done. I have one detail left, and that is the frog lights, which I don't have. That is the frog lights, because I don't want anything spawning in here. Heading back to the front, I began working on the second story, starting with a line of smooth quartz. I then used warped wood for more windows, dividing them with more mangrove planks, trapdoors, and stairs, before outlining the roof with polished andesite. And there we go, the front of the build is now complete, and I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. So now it's time to build up the other walls. Okay, so now the walls are done and we can move on to the roof. I'm gonna do that little bit that protrudes at the front. So we have stairs, slabs, and then some bricks at the back. You know what, for the sake of making everything easier on myself, let's go ahead and fill in the roof. So I'm gonna take some deep slate tile slabs and make an outline. And then below that, the blocks will go across the top like this. And that's the roof, with the final blocks going here. I think that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna keep this back door. I was gonna close it off, but I think I'm actually gonna keep this back door open for the time being, just so like I could walk in here if I really wanted to. Oh my, before we move on to the next building, I want to build the first of 3 house designs I'm using in this village. This design is by Minecraft APK on Pinterest, which will be linked in the description, and what I really like about it is that it uses stairs to create windows. For some reason, I just never thought about doing that before, so I wanted to include it in this project. I also went around and added some barrels, leaves, and lanterns before lighting up the inside and completing the first house of the village. Seriously, it's gonna look so cool by the end of the video. Next up is the bookstore, and I'm using mud bricks for the base, and then more frog lights for the windows, with mangrove as the accent color. Then for the walls, I'm gonna use some smooth sandstone. The front door is going to be over here and it'll eventually be a small tower, but I need more space to work with. Then I can line the top with smooth quartz and put spruce doors right here. And then going across the top will be some jungle fence gates with warp slabs above them for an overhang. Snow can't fall on slabs, so I'm going to use some more smooth quartz to make it look like it's partially covered in snow. And now that I'm up here, I can build up the rest of the tower. But before I finish it, I'm going to take a line of sandstone as a trim with some jungle buttons for more detail. And then I can take some bricks to use for the wall with more mangrove for the center window. To finish the tower, I'm going to use the same snow trick I did like 3 seconds ago, just like that. So then for the third floor, I'll use mud bricks for the walls. Let's see if I can make a circular window in the front too, with maybe some warp fence gates for more color. So then I can finish out the front with the little decorative piece on top, kind of like I did with the last building. And I'm going to use spruce to outline the window with birch trapdoors behind it. Then I'll finish the top with more deep slate and quartz with some frog lights behind the window. Now the front of the build is completely done. That looks pretty sick. Oh crap. Oh! All right, you come here. Yo, not you though. Especially not you! Using largely the same concept as the front, I filled in the sidewalls with sandstone and bricks, separating the layers with a line of deep slate with some stone buttons on them for extra detail. Behind the tower, I added another overhang and used some mangrove wood for the windows. Last part of this is the roof, which I will get to once it stops snowing and... Oh! Okay, now it's time for the roof, and I'm going to use more deep slate, but I'm also going to mix in some of the smooth quartz again, so it actually looks like there's some snow on the roof. And then I can put in the final blocks here. But now we can see the bookstore is finally complete. Look at that. It looks so cool. Oh man, I wonder what the interior looks like. Okay. Honestly, building this was a lot harder than I thought it would be, but I'm so happy with the result, and I can't wait to see what the whole village looks like at the end of the video. Yeah, I need to get better shears. After making some upgraded shears, I began working on the second house, using a similar block palette as the previous one. This house was designed by Spitinic, which makes use of slabs for some of the windows, sort of like how the last one used stairs. I also made sure to add window decorations for each side of the house, making sure each side felt unique. I also went back to finish decorating the first house, but... Okay, that's good. Oh my gosh. How many creepers are gonna interrupt me throughout this video? Anyways, moving on to the third house designed by Mechatech, I used a mix of stones for the patio and then campfires for an overhang. I also really like this window in the front since it helps break up the roof a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time talking about these houses since they're not the main point of the video. So once the main structure was built, I went around and finished the decorations, marking the third house complete. The third building is gonna be a church. I think it'd be a little odd to have a Christmas village without a church, because you know, Christmas. So I'll start with some warp wood at the front, then the doors go right here, surrounded by sandstone. And eventually we'll have towers on either side, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark that out. And I can connect them to the door with some bricks and walls. I might as well start building the tower, so there will be like a window here. This time I'm using stairs on the top and bottom. I know, I'm such an innovator. Back at the front, I'll take some more sandstone and make some sort of trim design, kind of like this. We take our frog lights, put them in front of the doors, because no one's allowed to enter this building apparently. I don't know why I said apparently, like someone else made the rule. That's my rule. Gotta put frog lights here too. Then I'll make another line of sandstone with more windows in the towers, and then across the back I can use a combination of walls and solid blocks to add some more depth, and then more sandstone. Yeah, that totally looks right. Then let me go ahead and build up the rest of this tower. For the top of each tower, I'm actually going to use bamboo since it's as close to a gold color as I can get, and I just round up the top like that. Cool. And then I can do the same thing on the other side. Then the last thing to do on the front is to add this bit of warped wood, which is where the roof will be. I don't want to bore you with the build process on the other walls since they're much simpler and pretty repetitive. So once again, here's some super fast replays of me building them along with the roof. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, okay, I thought that was my last warp stair would have been really cool, but still, man, that looks cool. Look at that. Can you imagine how cool it's gonna be when I fly through this later in the video? I'll be like, zoo. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about these houses, by the way. Maybe I should work on the houses. Yeah, let's work on some, I gotta work on some houses before I like make any executive decisions about terrain. Using the same 3 designs I showed before, I built the rest of the houses in the village, building each design one at a time, and then going back and adding some details like glowberries, flowers, and decorated pots. And while I do this, I wanna let you know that I just launched my Patreon. So if you enjoy these videos and want to show some extra support, consider becoming a member today to earn some exclusive benefits and rewards, including a world download after each episode. The link is in the description. But with that, it's now time for the final building, the Toyland. First step is to make the outline. Then for the front, I'm going to use stone bricks with some jungle planks and stone brick stairs. And I'll build a little arch. Then we can take our doors and they'll face in like that. And then we need some blocks of coal right here. For me to realize that I put the stairs in the wrong spot because I'm a very great Minecraft player. And then we'll just cover it up like that. So that is like our tall central main door, but obviously I'm not doing interiors because I'm lazy. So I'll use stripped oak for the walls with some birch. Then I'll put in another window and then we'll put some stairs like that. So that covers the window. Then up here, I'm going to put in another set of doors like this. How the heck did I do that? Anyways, I'm gonna outline this set of doors with spruce with stairs. Now we have 2 doors, which I think looks really cool. So then we can build up the first tower. That looks cool, right? Like the texturing. Man, I'm so proud of that. That took so long to design. Okay, let's move on to a small tower on the right side. So on that side, we have slabs in the middle and then stairs on the outside. But on this one, we're gonna do stairs in the middle and slabs on the outside. And I think that's just gonna add some nice variation to the build and not make it look so ugly. Moving on to the right side of the building, I built up the wall and used jungle fence gates for an overhang, just like I did before for the bookstore, looping around the back side to finish the overhang and adding another one to the other side. For this tower in the back, I'm going to start with some stairs going in like a U shape with a slab in the middle. Then I'll take a couple more stairs with some more stripped oak and a slab, and I'll continue that all the way around. And then I'll realize that I put the slabs in the wrong spot and they're actually supposed to go right here. Build up to the top, put a window with some coal blocks, bring some mud brick walls all the way up, make another window, and another on the left side. Then I'm going to go back here and go with our oak stairs and oak slabs like we did on this tower right here, and one more window on the right side. Then we'll have 2 mud brick walls on either side like this, and that sets us up for the roof and fence gate. All right, cool. Starting off with a small tower, I began building the roof using warped wood as an outline and prismarine for the main color, with mud bricks topping off each spire and connecting the roof to the jungle fence gates below for some overhangs. And if I did everything properly, that should be the final building of the village complete. This is definitely my favorite though. Like, this just looks super cool. I love the geometry on this thing, but we're not done yet because, as you can tell from the green wool, I want to add some paths. Did I sink into the snow? So after changing some coal blocks out for frog lights, because I definitely didn't mess that up at all, it's finally time to finish the build and turn this plot of buildings into a proper village. And now finally, the village is complete. We start our path here and we can make our way down to this house here, or we could walk up, go to the grocery store. We have some lampposts. We have some retaining walls over here. Oh, we have phantoms. But man, look at the village. We have all the lampposts. We have the lanterns on the path. And we can walk through all the houses. We have another retaining wall here. I'm proud of myself. Like, I've never been one to build something like this before. And the fact that I've done it in this video, it's a Christmas miracle. That's what it is. Also, I made this bridge. That wasn't there before. Man, it looks so cool. I am loving the look of the owl. Oh yeah, that's right. Man, look at this area. This is so cool. I am so happy with this, how this turned out, but man, that looks awesome. Guys,